Welcome, and thank you for joining me. The account of the Transfiguration of Christ on the Mount in Matthew 17 is truly amazing. There's a lot taking place, perhaps more than we consider at first glance. Let's take another look. We see that Peter, James, and John, his brother, are led up a high mountain by Jesus. He was transfigured before them. That is, his face shone like the sun, and his clothing became white as light. Perhaps this was Mount Tabor, Mount Hermon, or Mount Meron. Where this occurred is uncertain, and the name of the mountain will never be known. The location is far less important than what took place. The transfiguration that Jesus underwent is an actual transformation, not just some external change. What we are seeing is no doubt the revealing or partial revealing of Jesus' deity, which he has been concealing this entire time. Proof he is both fully God and man, and a continuing miracle that his deity has been hidden this whole time. If we remember in Matthew 16, verse 28, Christ said, "Assuredly I say to you, there are some standing here who shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." Here is the fulfillment of that statement. Peter, James, and John are seeing that very thing, the Son of Man, in partial revealment. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, conversing with him. Why Moses and Elijah? Both lived hundreds of years before, and yet here they are in some resurrected and glorified state. We can say that Moses represents the law given to the priests, the sons of Levi, placed in the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord and into the elders of Israel. Deuteronomy 31:9. We must remember that the archangel Michael disputed with the devil over the body of Moses. Jude 9:9. We might also speculate that Moses represents those that died. Elijah, on the other hand, represents the prophets and those taken up to heaven without death. We see in these two men all the Old Testament, life after death and the very resurrection, the dead raised and the living caught up. And what of heaven? "And I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple. The city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it. For the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof." Revelation 21, verses 22 and 23. What did Matthew say about Christ on the Mount of Transfiguration? His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as light. Jesus is the light of the world. He will be the light of the New Jerusalem. Indeed, much, much more is going on during Christ's transfiguration. Our Bible is not a gathering of simple stories, but a single strand woven from very diverse content into a central theme explaining God's plan of redemption through Jesus Christ, culminating in his glorious return. If you don't know Christ and what he can do in your life, take a moment and say a prayer asking Him to come into your heart. He won't refuse you. He will forgive every sin you have ever committed. Grace and peace to you. Have a blessed day.